Okay, so I'm doing a follow-up to yesterday's video. Big tragedy yesterday. Charlie Kirk has passed away. And I have just been angry and sad and angry in both at the same time. This is terrible. And I do wonder what happens next. What's going to happen from this? I don't think people are ready for how bad things are probably going to get. Because look at the entire week. Before this, what happened? You had the terrible tragedy to that young Ukrainian woman on the bus. There's been all kinds of stuff going on, but these two events have really ignited a firestorm. I have watched a couple of Charlie Kirk's debates. I think he's very good at it. He was very good at it. And they were entertaining because he would dismantle everything that they had to say, but he would do it in kind of a polite way. It was very well done stuff. And I don't necessarily agree with everything that he has said over time, but I damn well respected him. And it's terrible that you can just be killed for speaking your mind, for debating. This is where we're at now. And it comes from one side, this radical left, these lunatic psychos who can't debate, who have garbage ideas. People don't agree with them, so what do? Oh, well, you don't agree with me. Well, I'll just end you. It's awful. They're celebrating. I'm going to go over some of that. A lot of people have been fired. And I say good. Good. We're going to go over that. A lot of consequences for these people that are celebrating. I mean, they are getting hit all over X. And, I don't know. I think consequences are overdue for a lot of these people. I wouldn't celebrate over somebody getting killed. I don't like Hassan Piker. I think Hassan Piker is a nasty POS. But, if somebody shot him, I'd be kind of sad. And I don't even like him. I don't want to see anybody die. I don't think most reasonable people don't want to. But this is where we're at now, where, if you see somebody that you don't like and you don't agree with politically get taken down, these people just jump for joy. It's disgusting. And I do think it's worth highlighting so you can see just how deranged these people are. But anyway, there is some information on the shooter who's still at large. We don't know who it is. But we have some idea now on who they are and what they believe in. And spoiler alert, it's someone that believes in trans ideology. And they wrote it all over their cartridges for their gun, apparently. Now, we need more information on this, but this is coming from some pretty good sources. Crowder posted this. Exclusive. This morning, my team received an email from an officer at ATF. The email included a screenshot from what appears to be an internal message describing a weapon and cartridges located by an ATF and other law enforcement near the scene of the Charlie Kirk shooting at Utah Valley State University. And here's the screenshot right here. If you want to pause and read that, feel free. Here's what he says here. On September 10th, at approximately 12:24, conservative political influencer Charlie Kirk was shot and killed at the Utah Valley University. Mr. Kirk was speaking at the university as part of the American Comeback Tour. Multiple SLC 1 and 3 agents responded immediately. The suspect fired one shot from an elevated position on a rooftop in an adjacent building on the campus, and surveillance video shows the suspect jumping off and fleeing the area on foot. ATF and other law enforcement located an older model imported Mauser caliber bolt action rifle wrapped in a towel in a wooded area near the campus. The location of the firearm appears to match the suspect's route of travel. The spent cartridge was still chambered in addition to 3 unspent rounds at the top-fed magazine. All cartridges have engraved wording on them expressing transgender and anti-fascist ideology. An emergency trace has been submitted to ATF SLC and is working leads generated by the trace. The firearm and ammunition have been taken by the FBI in DNA analysis and fingerprint impressions. Upon completion of forensics, the firearm will be disassembled for additional importer information. Multiple people of interest having contacted or detained because of eyewitness testimony and review of video footage. The primary suspect has yet to be identified. ATF is assisting the investigation with multiple other federal, state, and local partners, and the case is co-led by the FBI and the Utah SBI. So that's where we're at. This is wild. So I'm not shocked by this. We just saw a recent situation with a trans shooter that went into a school, or a church, actually. I don't even want to talk about that one either. It's so sad what's going on. And things are at a boiling point now. They really are. And it's going to get worse, I think. It is going to get bad. We are entering an era of political violence I don't think we have seen in a long time, if ever, in this country at least. It's really sad. And there's only one side to blame here, the left and the media and Hollywood, who have spent 10 years demonizing the other side, calling them Nazis and little Hitlers and shit like that. When you do that for 10 years over and over again, what you start to do is dehumanize people. You make them seem like less of a human to the other person, making it easier to attack them because you don't see them as human anymore. You see them as the enemy, as an undesired, less than a person. And it makes it easier to disengage any kind of feeling of empathy. And this is what all of that has led to. And it's incredibly sad. And it's shitty that this is where we're at. And they're still going. Videos. There was a Congress. They asked for a moment of silence. And guess which side was screaming and hooting and hollering and acting like damn fools when they wanted to just have a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. I'm incredibly saddened by all of this. And I would like to see some justice. I really would. I think most people want to see it. And I think justice is coming. This person, I tell you what, man, I've seen the placement on where that building is, where the shooter hit him. That is quite the shot that they made. This is someone that is good, well practiced, lots of experience. It was like a professional hit. So I'd like to see some answers, but I'm not surprised by any of the engravings. Of course, it was a leftist lunatic, the party of violence. They love blood. When I've made lots of videos on the radical left and woke, and when you would see my thumbnails, they want you dead or they want this person dead. Like that's not hyperbolic. That's the truth. They want you gone too. They want you gone too because you don't agree with them. Sickening what's been happening. And I'll have another video up on this subject. We're going to go over all the people that have been fired for dancing on his grave. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.